Alright, hi everybody. This is a quick video of Highlander Hunter versus Priest. I put this deck together last night. I've been having a lot of success with it. It is the last day before the end of the season, and I'm about rank 1. I'm rank 4 in this video. I put this deck earlier this morning, and I've had some success with it. Tempo's out really well, and the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza nerfs did not really affect this deck. So he goes first, he skips his turn. I play Dwarven Sharpshooter, and he's going to Thought Steal, which is going to take 2 cards out of my deck, copies of them. They're still in my deck, but he gets copies of them. So here I'm thinking about playing Bone Chewer Brawler. However, I realize that Fairy Dragon's a better play with the Aug Merchant because Fairy Dragon can't be targeted. It makes it harder for him to deal with spot removal, and he has to use some AoE on it, which you have to use a little bit extra of, so he has to use some resources. I'm pretty okay with that. So he plays the Velweaver here. He's going to renew also to try and add a random spell to his hand and discover a spell. I don't know if it's the most optimal play, but it's a threat I have to deal with. So I do think about hero powering it with a Dwarven Sharpshooter, the name I will mess up forever. But instead I decided to use all my mana and play Desert Spear. And my plan is to hit face, summon a 1/1 Locust with Rush, trade into it with the Rush minion and the Aug Merchant, and then go face for 4. The plan here is to always put damage and minions on board, especially against Priest. He's going to Shadow Madness my 1/3 though, and this kind of telegraphs that he has something like Breath of the Infinite in hand because he popped the Divine Shield. So I'm going to play Bone Chewer Brawler here. That does not get killed by Breath of the Infinite. In fact, it makes it a 4/1, which I am all for. I'll push 2 with the hero power. So here he Breath of the Infinite, and he does heal, so I won't deal as much damage, but each turn my hero power can offset his healing, which is good. What I do here is just tempo out the 5/5, use all my mana, the big ol' whelp, and I'm going to draw a card when that happens. And I'm going to push 4, and I'm not attacking with a weapon because I want to keep using that to help remove stuff from board. But he's going to Holy Nova, heal for 2, and kill the whelp with a Shadow Word Death, so my board is clear. Now I'm thinking about playing the Evasive Feywing here, but because I drew Coercive Breath, that's going to be damaged later, so I'm just going to play out the Bone Wraith with Taunt and hit face for 2. At the very least, I get to offset his healing. So this turn, he got my Dragonbane from what's the card? Thought Steal. And because he hero power, he dealt 5 to face. I'm actually okay with it dealing damage to face because it keeps my minion alive and healthy. So I'm gonna Scavenger's Ingenuity here. And I know whatever I draw, and I do draw Griffin, but if I drew Zixor instead, I could still slam in with the Zixor and push damage with the Desert Spear. But because I drew the Griffin, I trade in clean, don't need to use a charge of the weapon, and draw Zixor, which is great. This turn he plays Murozond, and that is not a very good Murozond for him because he has no beast in his deck to draw, and he gets a 4/1, which does not clear my board well, or at all, I mean. So this turn I'm kind of counting, how can I get rid of that 8/8? 8/8s are scary, and I'm just doing some counting. I know if I use Coercive Breath, it's going to deal 3 to his 8/8 and face. And then if I summon, I guess this isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! What am I talking about? If I play Zixor here, it's going to slam in for 2. I have 2 with my 2/1, which will reborn. And then I can push another 1 damage to face with the Spear and slam in with the 1/1 Rush, and then also push hero power. So I do deal a total of 6 to his face this turn, which is pretty good. I also play the Blazing Battle Mage, the 2/2, which keeps board presence up. He is going to be able to deal with that. You'll see that in a second. He's going to play another Shadow Madness, which is going to take the 2/2, slam into my 2/1, If I had 10 mana, I'd be all for using the Grand Slam. That is a 10 mana deal 12 if they have nothing on board. But he plays a Taunt, and that's kind of hard for me to deal with. But I top deck Rot Nest Drake, which is a very good card. If I have a Dragon in hand, I destroy a random minion, and I get a 6 attack minion on top of that. That's pretty good. I think about swinging with the weapon here, but I decide not to because I want to save it just in case. He Shadow Word Deaths my Rot Nest Drake and plays Kronk's Dragon Hoof, which draws his Galakrond, so I kind of want to end this as soon as I can. The Grand Slam is not a guaranteed clear here. It only can deal 7, but I top deck the Bran. He's going to realize this is over in about 3, 2, 1. There he goes. Guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to do more short videos like this throughout the week. If you like this, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.